They say children are innocent, blank slates, pure. My daughter Lily was the purest of all. She was 6 years old, with freckles across her nose and a laugh that could make the grayest day feel warm. My wife Sarah and I had tried for years to have her. When she finally arrived, we thought the universe had finally been kind. That changed the night we found the well. It was an old stone well behind our new house, a fixer-upper we bought cheap on the edge of town. The realtor never mentioned it. Overgrown with ivy, the wooden cover half-rotted. Lily discovered it while chasing fireflies one evening in late summer. "Daddy, there's something singing down there," she whispered, pressing her small ear to the gap in the boards. I laughed it off. Kids and their imaginations. I nailed the cover shut that same night and told her never to go near it again. For a week, everything was normal. Then, the whispering started. At first, it was only at bedtime. I'd tuck Lily in, kiss her forehead, and she'd look up at me with those big hazel eyes. "Daddy, the girl in the well wants to play." I froze. "What girl, sweetheart?" "She says her name is Eleanor. She's been lonely for a very long time, since the bad men put her down there in 1893. Sarah and I searched online later that night. Sure enough, local records mentioned an Eleanor Graves, an 8-year-old girl who vanished in 1893. The family claimed she'd fallen into the old well. They never recovered the body. We told Lily it was just a story. She smiled the way only a child can, sweet but somehow off. The next morning, Lily didn't want breakfast. She sat at the table staring at the wall, humming a tune I'd never heard. Old-fashioned, like a music box from another century. When Sarah asked what was wrong, Lily turned her head slowly, too slowly, and spoke in a voice that wasn't quite hers. "Mother, the worms are hungry today." Sarah dropped the plate. That was the first day Lily stopped blinking normally. Her eyes would stay wide open for minutes at a time, unblinking, while she watched us. At night, we'd hear her in her room, talking in two voices, her own high, sweet tone, and a second one, deeper, wet, like something speaking through water and broken teeth. "Eleanor wants a new dress," she'd say in her normal voice. Then, in the other voice, "Eleanor wants new skin." We took her to doctors, therapists, even a priest, though we weren't religious. Everyone said the same thing: overactive imagination, stress from the move, maybe early signs of something psychological. But they didn't hear the things she said when no one was looking. One afternoon, I came home early. The house was quiet, too quiet. I found Lily in the basement, standing in front of the old mirror we'd stored down there. She was naked, her small body covered in tiny cuts, perfect, deliberate little X's carved into her arms and legs with my utility knife. She wasn't crying. Instead, she was smiling at her reflection, and the reflection was smiling back a half-second too late. "Lily?" My voice cracked. She turned. Her eyes were completely black now. No whites, just shining obsidian pits. "Lily isn't here anymore," she said in that wet, gurgling voice. "She traded places with Eleanor. Fair is fair. The well was so cold, so dark. Your daughter is much warmer." I lunged for her. She moved faster than any 6-year-old should. Her tiny hand shot out and slammed into my chest. I flew backward into the wall, ribs cracking like dry twigs. From the floor, gasping, I watched as she tilted her head, studying me the way a cat studies a broken bird. "She liked you, you know," the thing wearing my daughter said. "She fought hard at first, screamed when I crawled inside her mouth while she slept by the well. But children are so flexible. Their souls stretch like taffy before they snap." Sarah came running downstairs at the noise. The thing that had been Lily smiled wider, far wider than a child's face should allow. The corners of her mouth split with a wet, tearing sound. "Mommy," it cooed in Lily's voice, "can we play the quiet game now? The one where I wear your face next?" Sarah screamed. I wish I could tell you we saved her. I wish I could say we burned the house, filled the well with concrete, called in exorcists who drove the demon out with crosses and holy water. But the truth is simpler and worse. 3 nights later, the police found us. Sarah and I were in the kitchen, sitting at the table, smiling blankly at the walls. Our throats had been opened with surgical precision, tiny, perfect cuts. Lily was gone. They searched everywhere: the well, the woods, the house. They never found her body. But sometimes, late at night, new families who move into that fixer-upper report hearing a little girl singing old lullabies from the backyard. And if you press your ear to the well's rotten cover, you'll hear two voices singing together. One sweet and innocent, the other patient, waiting for the next child brave enough to listen. If you have kids, check on them tonight, especially if they mention a new friend, especially if they say the friend lives somewhere dark and wet and very, very old. Sweet dreams. Follow for more horror clips.